A business misses just one phone call after 5 p.m., it can easily cost them thousands of dollars a month. And most businesses don't even know it's happening to them. I want you to think about this for a second. It's 7:30 at night, a pipe burst, the AC goes out, the power dies. You grab your phone, you search Google, and you start calling businesses. Now, if someone goes to voicemail, do you leave a voicemail? Do you then just wait until morning? No, you have an emergency right now. You keep calling until someone answers. Anyone's phone that is going to voicemail after hours, like a plumber, electrician, HVAC, that job is gone forever. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. A lot of local service businesses, think plumbers, electricians, HVAC companies, they stop answering their phones after 5 p.m. I mean, it's not because they're lazy, they're spending time with their family. It's really because they don't have staff. They don't have the money to pay overtime, and they don't realize how much money they're actually losing. One missed emergency call can easily be a $300, $800, $2,000 job. Now, if you multiply that by a few nights a week, even a month, you're bleeding money without even knowing it if you're one of these services businesses that's turning off their phone at 5 p.m. Now, this is where a stupid, simple AI agent changes everything, and where you watching this video comes in to help these local service-based businesses. Because instead of sending callers to voicemail, these businesses could have an AI assistant that answers every after-hours calls instantly, that interacts, that can book the appointments. No human, no overtime, no complicated setup for these businesses. You provide all of that for them. It greets the caller, it gathers their info, it understands the problem, and it books a callback or an appointment automatically. Now, here's why this works so well in these boring home service industries. Because plumbers don't care about AI. HVAC guys don't care about automation. Electricians don't care about the future of tech. They care about jobs booked. And if you show them that your AI captures even one extra after hours job per week, they will happily pay you $1,000 or more a month, and they almost never cancel. That's why this opportunity flies under the radar. Look, you probably see a lot of tech bros out there fighting over SaaS tools. Creators are selling AI to other creators. Like, AI agents are all over the place, but is anyone really showing you how to effectively make money with an AI agent? An actual approach that works? Well, these boring local businesses are sitting on piles of missed money, just waiting for someone like you to come along and help them flip the switch. Now, I've seen real people use this exact setup to hit consistent 5K, 8K, even 30K plus months in recurring revenue. Not building apps, not by writing code, just by solving a painfully obvious problem. So, if you can copy and paste, you can literally build this type of business in a weekend. So look, let me show you some examples of people that are using this right now. So I'm going to share my screen here. Let me pop my video back on so you can see me. This is Bill. You can see he sold an existing AI client a couple of landing page funnels for PPC for $2,000. This is another great thing about these agents. If you have other services that you offer, you can sell those on the back end of this. But you can see he sold 2 AI employees, monthly recurring revenue, $650 each. Along with some other stuff. And he forgot to share his win over the last 3 months, AI employees for $1,950. That's revenue that he set up a system once. He does a little bit of optimization each month, but nothing drastic, and it just pays him each and every month. Here is Javier. So you can see this one is really recent, just this past December. He set up some real estate investors with a scraping and automation built on N8N. He's getting a $2K setup fee and $1,000 a month. That's a $14,000 win right there, and just one single client. Here's Alex, who I loved this post when I saw it because he sold 2 AI agents and he has no software to fulfill. So one of the softwares that I recommend to use for building these AI agents is Go High Level. I'll get into what High Level is in a minute. I like it because it's an all-in-one system and it's very cost-effective if you're getting started. But anyway, Alex sold 2 AI agents. He doesn't have High Level. He just found local service businesses that were already using High Level. And there are hundreds of thousands of them out there. And then he said, look, you probably don't know how to set up the AI agents inside your High Level. I can do that for you. They said, let's do it. And he closed those deals. Norm, look at this. $5,600 on the way. This is a whole SaaS AI automation suite with AI chat, SMS, voice, review setup, all of that stuff. This is another reason I like High Level, because all of these things that Norm mentions here, SEO, AI chat, SMS, voice, review setup, are very easy to fulfill when you have a tool like High Level. Here's Donna. Look at this. AI receptionist, voice and database reactivation. A $12,997 setup. So $13,000 from this one client. Plus, she worked out a revenue share deal where she gets 25% of any sales that comes in. This is the type of deals you can put together, and these AIs are not super complicated, right? When you're dealing with these local service businesses, what I call the boring niches, plumbers, electricians, HVAC, they have budgets and high cash flow. They can afford things like this, and the tech side of it is not as complicated as trying to do a lot of other AI stuff. And if you want to see more ones like this, I have a Facebook group. You'll find a link in the comments of this video. But if you go in here and you just search #win, you'll see all kinds of wins that people just like you are sharing pretty much on the daily in this group. There's over 25,000 members in here. You can see what services people are actually selling, the fees they're getting, all that stuff from real people just like you. Now, I want to ask you a quick favor before I go deeper into this process. If you could do me a favor and just hit the like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, I would really appreciate it. This helps the YouTube algorithm know this was useful, and it lets me keep putting out content like this for free. And if you leave a comment below this video, I'm gonna send you something special. This is my missed call monetization checklist. It's really a cheat sheet. Okay, so you'll get this. It's got my exact pricing for the service. It's got the outreach scripts. It's got the tech stack. It's got all the prompts I actually use to get this whole system set up that I'm going to talk about in this video. So not only will you get this document right here, but you will also get free access to my AI Launch Lab training. This is where I show you how to launch your own AI business in just 72 hours. And here's the way this works. You're going to leave a comment on the video. I'm going to respond with a link to sign up to the free AI Launch Lab training. When you sign up, you're going to end up on this thank you page right here. And if you scroll down to part number 3, you'll see this section that says access your free bonus resources. You just click this button right here, and not only will you find this document along with a link to this video you're watching, but you'll also find a lot of other free resources, guides, checklists that I've put together with other videos that you'll get access to as well. So again, if you just like, subscribe, leave a comment, I'll drop a link for you to sign up to my free AI Launch Lab training. On the thank you page, step number 3, you'll see this access your free bonus resources. You click that, and that's how you get to this document. It'll be associated with the video title that you're watching right now. Plus, you'll get a bunch of other bonuses as well. Okay, So like, subscribe, comment below right now before you forget. So here's what I'm going to be covering today. First, I'm going to show you the boring niches everyone ignores that are secretly printing money. Second, I'll show you exactly where to find businesses losing money after hours. Third, we'll build your first AI agent together right here on this training. I'll copy and paste, no tech, no headaches. I'll show you just how easy that process can be. And finally, I'll give you the exact outreach emails I use to book meetings and close clients for the service. So by the end of this training, you'll have everything you need to land your first AI client this week. So let's get into it. Everyone wants to build AI for content creators, SaaS founders, or marketing agencies, but those people already know about ChatGPT. A lot of them are building agents themselves. They already have tools, and they're basically just price shopping. But your local plumber, your local electrician, they just want the phone to ring. And late night calls for those types of businesses are high intent. They are high urgency, and usually they are higher ticket jobs. So if your AI answers just one of those calls per week, you've already justified your entire monthly fee. So here's how simple this is. All you have to do is build a small list of local businesses. Now, here's how I do that. I'm gonna go back to my computer screen here. Let me get my cursor in the right place. I've just pulled up a Google search page right here, and I'm just gonna type in, we're gonna do electrician Tulsa. Tulsa's, I'm originally from Sand Springs, just outside of Tulsa, so we'll just do that. And you'll notice there are a couple things that come up here on this page. There's this sponsored businesses, so these businesses are paying to be here, right? And then there's these businesses right here. These are not paying to be there. So if we go down here, we can click, well, some of them are, but the main three are not. We're going to click this more businesses. And I want to show you something. Do you see how some of these say open 24 hours, open 24 hours, open 24 hours, open 24 hours? But if you look at this one, it just says open. See, this business actually closes at 4:30. Now, here's what's really crazy about this business, this one particularly. They are spending money for people to see their business in this ad. They are a sponsored listing. You can see that right here, right? They're sponsored. So they are paying to be here. Yet, after 4:30, whenever somebody does this search, they are going to show as closed. So they are basically paying for people to see, not to call them. Like, that is just a huge waste of money. We could really help this business by setting up an AI agent that fields those calls and helps them book the appointments so that they could display as open 24 hours, and then people would call, right? Most people that come here, if this says closed, they're just going to skip on. They're not even going to give that person a chance, which is really nuts because, again, Google doesn't stop showing their ads after 4:30. So they're basically spending money to show their ad to people that are never going to call them because they're going to show as closed. This is the type of business that we want to go after. So all I would do is just make a simple Google sheet. When I see a business like this, I'd copy their information, their address, their number, and I would just start going down this list and looking for these businesses. Here's another one right here. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. And again, the reason these people are showing closed normally is because they don't have the staff to be able to answer these calls after hours, and they don't know there's a solution like an AI agent that can do this for them extremely cost effective. Here's another one. Look, this one closes soon. Like, look at all of these potential businesses right here. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What did we do? 8, 9. So we just found 9 businesses in a couple of minutes. So it would be pretty easy to just spend a little bit of time, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, to build a list of 25, 50, maybe even 100 of these businesses that are showing that they're not open after 5 p.m., right? So once we have that list of businesses, let's say that we just build a small list of 50 and we use our little outreach template that I'm going to show you here in a minute to reach out to them, and only 10% reply. Well, that means out of the 50, we're going to get 5 to actually reply to us. So 5 businesses will reply to us. So if we just turn one of them into $1,000 a month client, like, we're golden. Now, if we can turn 2, even better. Maybe we can reach out to 100 businesses. With 100 businesses at 10%, we've got 10 businesses that replied. Those are very low numbers. It would be easy to turn 3 to maybe even 4 of those, even if you're not a great salesman, into $1,000 a month clients. And if we're getting 3 at $1,000 a month, that's a $3,000 baseline just from one outreach run, right? And we could also do this for multiple niches. So maybe there's not enough electricians for 100, but we could also do plumbers and HVAC. Like, we can do this same system for those other businesses as well. Now, the outreach email that I send, let me show you this real quick. It's going to be in this missed call monetization cheat sheet. Again, you get this by leaving a comment below the video. But if we scroll down here, you can see I've got a prospecting email right here with the subject line, "Are you open?" I should give you where you put in all their custom information. And then this is the email that you send out, right? And then also I'm going to give you the AI agent prompt, all of this stuff as well. So that all you have to do is copy and paste this outreach method, this outreach email, put some of their custom info in, and send that right out. So let me show you how easy it is to set up the agent itself. So let's actually build one of these. So we're going to pick a niche. I'm going to pick electrician for this demonstration, and I'm going to go over to my software account in High Level. So if you don't know what High Level is actually an operating system for running an AI business. And what I mean by operating system is High Level brings a lot of tools and things that you need to run a real legitimate business under one roof. This is why I like to use it. Is it the most cutting edge AI technology? No, usually it's a little bit behind the latest, greatest things, but the tech and everything that it has in here works. And it does what you need it to do for handling clients, as well as allows you to be able to keep track of all your customer relationships, automate your payments and invoices, everything that you need to do in a business besides do the AI stuff. High Level allows you to do in this one platform, and you can get started for as low as $97 a month, and you get access to everything. And that is plenty. It gives you plenty of resources to get this business off the ground. And as you scale, if you want to grow it even more, you can do that. They do have other plans that allow you to mark up what you're charging your clients so you make money on their AI usage and things like that. But you don't have to do that right out of the gate. That can happen later. So the reason that I use High Level is it has all the things that we need to run this business right inside, and the AI tools are good. They work. You can use them for this type of thing. You can build websites in here with AI, all the stuff that you would actually need. So let's build this out. So I picked a niche, electrician. So now we're going to want to create an agent. So let me just go over here in the left-hand menu. You're going to see this AI agents, right? So if we click on that, this is their AI agent area. And you can see we've got a lot of different things here. We've got an agent studio. This is a tool where we can build multiple AI agents and link them together in a workflow and a system. We've got our voice AI. This is an AI that responds, through voice. We have conversation AI. This is an AI agent that people interact with by typing. Knowledge base. These are what trains your AI agent. And then they have templates. And then content AI is an AI that you can use to create content with AI. outreach emails for your prospecting, social media posts, different things like that. So we're going to focus on the voice AI right now. I'm going to go into the AI agent list, and I'm just going to show you how to create one of these really quick. So all we have to do is click this create agent. Now we're going to do a custom agent, but they do have a lot of templates, a lot of them free that you can use as well. So I'm going to just click a custom agent. I'm going to click continue. And now our agent is here. So we're going to set this up as electrician after hours. So I'm going to say the business name. I'm just going to do electrician demo. So this is what you would do to learn this. You would set up your own little generic electrician demo AI agent. This is the exact process you would go through to do this for a client. So you're going to set one of these up for yourself, and then you're going to reach out to those electricians that you want, and you're going to send them to this demo that you set up to check it out. So they're not, if you don't have any experience, if you've never done this before, don't worry, because they're going to actually see what they're getting. It's already built. It's already done. They'll be able to go and ask it questions and test it out, and they will see that you know what you're doing. You don't have to try to prove it or make things up or anything like that, because they're actually going to see an agent in live action that they can interact with. So I set it up, electrician after hours, electrician demo. You can pick the voice. There's a lot of different voices you can pick. You can pick the language that you want. It works in different languages. You set your time zones. You can set your model, whether you want to use ChatGPT or Claude, all the Gemini, all the different ones that are in here. And then you can set your agent's initial message. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to change this to you've reached the electrician demo AI agent. Tell me your name and we can get started. Okay, so I'm just going to change it to that. Now, once I've set up these things here the way I want, I just click next. And now you would select a knowledge base. Now, obviously, we don't have any knowledge bases created yet. So we're just going to create a new knowledge base real fast. And I'm going to call this, I'm going to go over here and click create new knowledge base. We're going to call this electrician after hours. Now, a lot of the AI gurus out there, they don't show you this part, right? They just show you how easy it is to create the agent, but they don't go into the details of like, how the heck does the agent know what to do and what to say and where does it get the information? Well, I'm going to show you that part right here because it is not as complicated as most people make it out to be. So this is just our demo knowledge base. So the knowledge base for our demo agent. So I'm going to go create knowledge base, and you'll see it opens this up, electrician after hours, right? So now you can see this little menu here. These are the various different types of sources that I can add information to. So I can click on this web crawler. I could give it a website, like a specific URL of an electrician website, maybe that I find a good one, and then it would pull the information from that electrician's website and answer questions based on that. I could put in my own FAQ questions. So maybe I could just go and find, like, look, if I go back to one of these electrician websites that was in this list, like, look at this, Watts Right Electric, right? So do they have anything in here about FAQs? Nope. Well, I could find an FAQ on the website and I could just copy, paste it, and drop it right in there. So I'll show you one way we could do that. Let's talk about electrical inspections. Let's say that we want our demo, one of the services we want it to know about is electrical inspection. So you can see this website has information already. So if I want, I could just copy whatever I want off of this page, go back to my knowledge base, and just add it as a rich text. So watch this. I'm going to click add source. I'm going to do rich text. I'm just going to paste that in, And I'm going to call this electric inspection. So I could, again, make sure there's no like, make sure this is all very generic information. I can go back here, copy more about what's down here. Why is it important? Comedy. So I could just copy all of this. The electrical, I mean, this all looks pretty good. So I go back here again and put all of this in here as well. And now I click save, and I have now trained this AI demo agent with all of this information that I didn't have to figure out, come up with, or anything like that. Just copy and paste. Now I could go back to this website, or I could go to any other electrical website, and I could find all the different things that I want this thing to know about, and do it this way. Just copy and paste them right inside there. I could also upload PDFs or files. I can add tables as well. So this is how we easily train our AI agent to do what we need it to do. And now if I go back to my voice AI agent that I'm building, the electrician, where did it go? I think it's this one. It took off my name. So electrician, if I can spell, after hours, demo, electric, and then we'll go over. I'm not going to change this back. I'm just going to click save. We go back over to our agent goals. This is where we connect our knowledge base. So now you'll see in here, there is electric, there's after hours plumber. Why do I not see my knowledge base? Did I not save it? There it is. Let me refresh this. I see electrician after hours. We just connect it right there. So I'm just going to refresh this real quick. Go back to our electrician after hours, our agent goals. In the knowledge base, there it is, electrician after hours. We just connect that. Now this AI agent is trained on that information that we had, right? I can select the phone number. This is another great thing about High Level. You can purchase a phone number in here for $1.15 that you can attach to this. So you do that, and then this shows you all your dashboards and logs, so you can see what the agent is doing, the calls, see the scripts, all that stuff as well. So you can see this is super easy to set up an agent and get the demo bot trained. So how does a potential prospect interact with this? Well, again, there's two ways that I do this. One is I just used the High Level AI website builder to build this simple AI website, and I just put my demo AI agent right on here. So when somebody goes to this page, they click here and they can interact with the agent in the demo. I could put different text on here, right? Do a little bit more of a sales job on this. I just put this together pretty quick for this demonstration. But you could also just have a generic template of an electrician website in here and do it that way as well, and have the agent so they can go and interact with that. Now that's one way to do this. My preferred method to sell these is what I call the directory method. So this is what I do. I set up a local directory in the area that I want to target. So I'm in Las Vegas. You can see this is the VegasThriveDirectory.com. And what I do is when I find a business that I want to try to sell my AI services to, I give them a free listing on this directory site, and then I reach out to them to let them know that they have a free listing. I don't try to sell them anything. I just come at them as a person who's building this community resource website to help local businesses in the Vegas area, and I've given them a free listing. I just need to make sure all their business information is correct. Could they do me a favor and just look over this information? If it needs any changes, just let me know. Again, this is free. Really appreciate you letting me know if it's correct or not. When they respond that either it's correct or they send me like, hey, no, that's not right, change this, I tell them thanks. I send them a link to their listing. And then I say, hey, by the way, I noticed that on your Google Maps listing that you show as closing at 5 p.m. I'm pretty sure that's costing you business. Like, I think if you could show that you're open 24/7, that'd be great. And I have an AI agent that would allow you to do that. Or sometimes I'll even just shoot a little Loom video of their website or that little Google Map thing, showing them all the ones that show open 24/7, pointing out the pain problem to them, and then telling them, like, I can fix this with an AI agent. If you're interested, let me know. Now, I want you to think about that process for a minute. I'm not coming in hot as a salesperson. There's very low resistance because I'm leading with value. I'm giving them something free in the business listing. The conversations are super casual and easy. They're not salesy at all because I'm just this guy who has this local community resource website and I can happen to help them with an AI agent. So that is my preferred approach. Now, typically, if you're going to build a directory site like this and stuff, it can take a lot of time. I actually built my own software that makes setting up these directory sites super quick, and you can build them directly inside of Go High Level, so you have everything right in one place. High Level currently does not have the capability to build a directory site inside it, but this does. And I have custom AI agents that interact with the directory, so when people come here, they can add their business, claim their business, look up things. That agent tells them about all this other stuff. There's lots of other little things in here too that I do with premium listings and charging. But if you go and leave a comment and sign up for my free Smart AI Launch Lab training, I'll go over this prospecting method because that's really the secret to getting traction and making money with AI services, is being able to get attention and actually have conversations with potential prospects where there's a real chance that they will buy your AI services. That's where most people struggle. They get all tied up in learning all the tools and the latest AI thing, but what they're not doing is actually prospecting. So if you really want to generate income, you should be prospecting. And this system with the directory is the easiest way I have found to start those conversations and do that stuff. So, all right, enough about that. Now, of course, you can use any directory site you want. I think ours, smartdirectory.ai, is very, very good. So again, you can check it out. There's a link to it in the comments below. So we talked about setting up the demo agent, right? So we've got the agent set up. Then you're going to reach out to them using the prospecting framework that I showed you. Again, it's inside this missed call monetization cheat sheet. You're going to use that, or you use the directory method to reach out. If you just reach out to 5 to 10 businesses a day, even at a really crappy 3% close rate, you could be getting, one client per week or every couple of weeks, and that can add up very, very fast, right? So once you send out the prospecting method, you direct them to the demo that you set up of your agent so they can see what it looks like and how it works, and then you just go from there. Now, let's recap. So 1, the opportunity lives where no one is looking, and most people are ignoring these boring type niches, and specifically this approach of businesses that are closing at 5 p.m. and losing that business. AI agents are everywhere, but I don't really see anyone doing this specific approach. 2, boring niches are gold mines. 3, build a simple after-hours AI agent that you can use to demo. This will prove you know what you're doing. It'll build your confidence because you know what you're doing, and it will help you sell these. 4, send short, results-driven outreach. And 5, stack clients until you reach 10K a month. All right, look, I have packaged everything into the missed call monetization cheat sheet doc. So like the video, subscribe, comment agent below, and I will send you the link to my free Smart AI Launch Lab training. Again, when you sign up for that training, you're going to end up on this thank you page. And when you scroll down to number 3, you'll see access your free bonus resources. You click this button right here, and that'll take you to a special spreadsheet. You'll see the name of this video, and you'll see the doc to the right of it. Plus, you'll get a bunch of other docs and videos that I've done on this subject as well, along with the free AI Launch Lab training, where I personally show you how to launch your first AI business in 72 hours using my directory method. And if you can copy and paste, you can absolutely build this. So the only question is, will you start today? Look, I hope so. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, leave a comment, like below, and I will get those over to you. Until then, I'm Tom Gaddis. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the